So you throw that in there with a filter, water filter, and the hose is hooked up. Let's fire it up. Oh, that's the off switch. Where's the handle? There it is. There we go. One pull, it started. Sweet. All right. Let's head back. So we have one more hose to run. Same thing. For the magnetite separator. Right there. Come on, get in there. There we go. There's another little weird thing that happens is when you're playing in this, you're digging dirt. The hose gets disconnected from the water hose gets disconnected from the geez, I forgot what it was called. The water hose gets connected from the wash plant, but it doesn't actually. The water keeps running down the plant, so it's a bug. It must be. Matter of fact, I should have sent that to the designers of the game, but I didn't. So see the hose on the right there where the wash plant is? It's just on the ground. So I have to plug it in, but it still works. It's just like a graphic thing. I don't know what it is. So let's fire this generator up. Let's fire up the wash plant. It's kind of noisy. I did turn the volume down in the game, but I'm also turning it down. Kind of when I edit the video, I'm kind of turning it down because it just when I'm doing a voiceover, it's just too loud. Okay, so everything's hooked up, everything's running. So let's get in the excavator now. This was the biggest challenge for me was the controls on this. You can either use a keyboard, mouse, or controller. I actually liked using the keyboard and mouse better. You can see the driving controls. There's two different sets of controls: driving and then operating. So anyway, here we go. Yeah, it took me a while to get used to this. There's lots of different controls. So just bear with me for a minute so I can kind of, it takes me a little while to get back into it. Yeah, the keyboard controls seem a lot easier. On the Xbox controller, it was hard for me to remember. I guess it's just by practice, with anything. And it has different camera views for the in this game for different machines. I don't know how people actually in real life when they use these, how they actually can tell if they're precisely on top of this thing when they're dumping the. I guess it's just experience. I don't know. It just seems a lot easier doing it this way. Camera view. So you can see it's up to 14% full. That means the bucket is 14% full. So it takes about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 loads to fill it up. Okay. Yeah, there's the other view. That's first person view, and you can see it's hard to tell the distance. You know, it looks straight, but you can't tell if you're, you know, further away or closer. So I just prefer the different view like this, which is nice. There's also one, it's like a GoPro or something. It's actually right on the end of that scoop, which is kind of weird. Yeah, there we go. So we're at 18, 19, 20, 22. But this machine here is actually pretty cool. It works pretty good as far as, you know, game-wise. It's not bad. Not bad for pre-alpha. I did get it stuck a couple times. I think if you don't have the angle right, it kind of gets stuck and you got to kind of wiggle it out of there. Now there's another truck. I think it's, I'm not sure if it's called a dozer or whatever, but of course that one is, you can scoop up and then bring it over to the excavator. And I did try that in the tutorial, but I don't think I'm going to use it in this video. And that's basically what it is. You just pick up some dirt. It's got a wide bucket, and then you dump it closer to the excavator. So the excavator doesn't have to dig up, you know, a new area. It's the dirt's already dug up. So this is a lot harder, but it's kind of more fun. The other thing that I kept doing is I was hitting, let's see, E is to, I believe it's to exit the vehicle, and I kept hitting E because you can see the keys on this are like W, S, R, F, T, G, and I think it's U and H. And I kept hitting E, and I kept getting out of the door. So if you notice that I'm getting out and in, that's what happens. I accidentally hit the E key. Probably what I'm going to end up doing is changing the key, the E key, to something else to exit, so I don't accidentally hit it. Okay, so let's see, where we at? $60. So we got a couple more loads. Did I just hear a cow? Yeah, there's animal sounds in this. There's cows. I think there's birds. Might even have been like I thought I heard like a mountain lion or a bear. I'm not sure. So this thing works pretty good, this machine. I like it. So in this demo, the object is to get 1 ounce of gold. Actually, I should change that. Is in this mode, I think you can get as much gold as you want, but every time you get 1 ounce, you start out with 1 ounce. You can go to the blacksmith. I guess it's called blacksmith. I didn't know that was the name of the person that you know, melts your gold down. You go to that person and they give you, they melt it down for you, and then you get a bar of gold, 1 ounce, I think. So that's the object. That's what we're going to do in this video. Just like in the tutorial, our goal is to get 1 ounce of gold. And you can see up at the top right, it's 0.00 ounces. So we have nothing, obviously. Okay, so our bucket's full, 100%. And we're going to go over and let's check the bucket. I mean, it's not like I don't trust the game, but just to show you what it looks like. You can see it's almost full. And you can see there's no rocks coming out, just water pretty much. So we'll go ahead and turn off the wash plant. Shut that down. Okay, so one thing I didn't get was what you need is a water bucket or water pan. No, it's not called water pan. Well, I'll show you. You'll see here. So we need, it's basically a wash bucket. Not like those, but a big steel bucket where you put water in. And a pan, I guess it's called. Panner. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. I just went right by it. There it is. So you have to fill this up with water. I had a little trouble with this this bucket before. I'm pretty sure you have to get it full. As full as you can. Let's see. Like that. There you go. That's full. Well, and then I just lost a little water. So it should be okay. So we'll go ahead and put this in the truck. And I'm going to take this stuff back to the location because I don't want to have to run back and forth. That's ridiculous. So let's just set it there. Open up the back. Yeah, the thing about this is this pan does not, bucket does not really fit in the truck. So it must be huge. Because that's got to be, what, like 4 feet wide at least? 5 feet wide? The truck itself. See, it just doesn't quite fit. So maybe if I just push it, there we go. Alright, so now we need the, I don't know what the right name of it is. Panner. Whatever. Get in there. I think that's all I need, just those 2 items. Okay, so we're back to the location. I got the those 2 things back here. Let's go ahead and turn on the magnetite separator. And we're going to take the gold bucket. We're going to dump it in here, and basically what it does, it separates the gold material from the non-gold material, I guess, and that goes into the dirt bucket, and the other one goes in. You can see the gold one coming out on the bottom there on the left. Then it tells you it's finished processing. So you can, what I try to do is I actually took the dirt one and threw it back in again, and I actually did get some more gold material. As you can see, it's going up there, 75. Whoops. Come on now. There we go. Okay, so 75% full, but I think that's all I got. I don't have any more. Go ahead and turn that off. So now we're going to take the gold bucket here. We're going to dump it in the panner. Now let me turn this generator off. It's really noisy. Oh, that's better. I suppose I could have moved the generator further away, but I don't know how long the cord is. Okay, so we're going to dump the bucket in the pan here. Okay, let's go put this bucket back here. Yeah, one time I was in a tutorial and I forgot to put the bucket in, and basically all the gold was going on the ground. Not a smart thing to do. Okay.